Assalamualaikum. Very good morning to you students. Okay, I'm right now in my office, as you can see from my background. So I'll be streaming our lab session and our lecture session from my office from now on. So today our topic will be under the lab session for chapter 2, which is under 2.5.5. Okay, so hopefully you can follow me throughout the demonstration, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, and also please leave a like after you finish my videos. Okay, so you should have in our Google Classroom, in the lab materials we have this packet tracer file. Okay, so in case you guys haven't logged on into our Google Classroom yet, okay, you want to know where you can download them. Okay, so let me open the lab session for you. Okay, so for example, if in case you are from our section 3, okay, you can download the lab session here under module 2. Okay, this is my previous demonstration, which is 2.3.7. So in our lab session 2, you will have a lot of lab session here, but still focus on the binary file. Okay, so today I will be focusing on the 2.5.5. So please download this, and when you run it in your packet tracer software in your PC, you will open this session in front of you right now. Okay, so let's start with the lab session. So the topic is under configure initial switch settings. I'm sorry. So we have 5 objectives here. Okay, so verify the default switch configuration, configure basic switch configuration, configure MOTD banner, save configuration files to NVRAM, and configure the switch number 2. So let's start with the instruction for part 1. Okay, so part 1, where we want to verify the default switch configuration. Okay, so before that, let's look at around the scenario here first. Okay, so in this activity, you will perform basic switch configuration tasks. You will secure access to the command line interface, which is the CLI, and console ports using encrypted and plain text password. You will also learn how to configure messages for users logging into the switch. So these message banners are also used to warn unauthorized users that access is prohibited. Okay, so let's go towards part 1. How do you verify the default switch configuration? Okay, so let's step 1, you must enter the privilege mode. Okay, so when you open, double click switch 1. Click switch 1 and open the CLI, press enter, and you are in a user mode. So let's enter the privilege mode. So when you enter privilege mode, you just type enable, and you are in the privilege mode. Okay, so then we go towards step 2, examine the current switch configuration. So let's look at our configuration here. Show running config. Okay, show running config. So when you see here, you will see quite long list of configuration that has been inserted here. So let's look at the question here in the lab instruction. Okay, so how many fast Ethernet interface does the switch have? So how many fast internet that you have? Okay, so you have around 24. Yes, 24 fast Ethernet. So I'm from 01 until 24. So you have 24 fast Ethernet interface for the switch. Okay, so how many gigabit Ethernet interface you have here? So you have 2 gigabit Ethernet based on the number for 0102. Okay, this one is 2 interface for gigabit Ethernet. Okay, so now next is what is the range of values shown for the VTY lines. So let's take a look. Okay, here you are. So your VTY line can go from 04 until 515, means that you have from 0 until 15 lines that you can get for this switch. So what command will display the current contents of non-volatile random access memory means that there's the contents that is inside the memory of your switch. Okay, so usually what is inside your memory of your switch is the configuration settings. So usually inside your switch they save the startup configuration, so that when you run the switch it will have a configuration that it need to use when the first time running it. So it's called startup configuration. So usually if you want to know the configuration, so you just put in show start up config, and oh, surprisingly here it mentioned that the startup config is not present. Okay, so why does this display as not present? Okay, this is because the startup configuration was not saved to the NV RAM, means that it's not in the permanent memory, it is saved in the RAM only. Okay, save in the RAM only. So later on we might need to configure and save it inside the permanent RAM. Okay, so based on our objective here, okay, save in the permanent RAM. Okay, so now we go towards part 2, create a basic switch configuration. So step 1, we want to assign a name to the switch. Okay, so let's go to the switch. So this is switch. So this one we want is switch 1. Okay, S1. So let's put in configure terminal. Okay, enter configuration mode. Enter configuration commands, one per line. Okay, so you are in configuration mode. Okay, so you put in host name S1, okay, as the label name that you have inserted before. Now the switch will change into S1. So as you can see, you change the switch into S1. And once it's finished, just exit. And you get, okay, this one as, okay, the privileged user mode back, okay, as a new name, which is S1. So next we are going to use step 2, which is secure access the console line. Okay, so let's put a secure access. So now configure terminal. Okay, so you go with config. So you want to give access to the console line first. So you put in line console 0. Okay, so you have the console line which is 0. Then automatically go towards the configuration for that line, and you put in password let me in. Okay, and then log in, and then you exit, then you exit again. Okay, so now why does this login is required? Do you have any idea? Okay, so this one of the reason why is it required is that in order for the password checking process to work, it requires both the login and password command. Okay, both login and password command. So means that you have to log in. When you set in the password, you have to log in. Okay, and then it check whether the password is correct or wrong. Okay, so then you exit. So this is why we need the login command. Okay, so for password checking to work later on. And then so let's go towards step 3. Okay, so verify that console access is secure. So once you already exit, okay, so let's go out first. Okay, so we start again. So when you want to start again under the console, see, oh, something happened where you need to insert your password. So let's insert the password that you have inserted. While you're inserting, there are nothing will appear here because this is how the settings of the Cisco device is. So just press enter. Okay, it's entered. Okay, so you don't need to look at how many you key in. You just type in what you remember and then just press enter. It will enter you into the user mode. So this means that, okay, I just entered let me in just now. Okay, now it means that I already in. Okay, I remember the password using the password. So means that you're already successful. Okay, so now you put in password for the console access, means that for the first time people want to access the switch. So again, so first time people want to access the switch, you have to carry on insert a password. But on the next one, okay, we want to make sure that the privilege mode is secure. Okay, so this one is under we want to put in the secure privilege mode access. Okay, so when you enter the console, put in enable, we go to step 4. Okay, so enable, based on the instruction, we want the enable password to be C1 $C0. Okay, okay, so this is not a capital 0, a capital O, it's a 0. Okay, so let's take a look about, okay, how we can do it. So you press enable, you are in the privilege mode. You want to put in configure terminal, okay, to access the configuration, and then you put in enable password, and which is C1 $C0. Okay, and then you exit. Okay, so here you don't need to log in. Okay, you just exit. So once you exit, again, okay, start again. This is the first password you need to enter, which is the first one created for the console. Now you're in enable mode. You're in a user mode. So you press enable, you have to enter another password. Okay, so this one is the one that you have entered before, which is C1 $C0. Okay, now I am in the privilege mode. Okay, so I am in the privilege mode. Okay, so I'm already confirmed that my privilege mode, okay, is secure. So let's see my show running config. Okay, so here in your running configuration, you see that my password already set for the enable for the privilege mode. Okay, so here you can see we have completed the number 5. Okay, so now next, configure and encrypt password to secure access to the privilege mode. Okay, so you want to encrypt the password, okay, even further. Okay, so we finish everything here first. Okay, so you see the console port also have a password, which is the password is let me in. Okay, so let's proceed with putting in the encrypted password. So you go in config T, so which is a configure terminal short form, and you put it enable secret, it's a secret. Okay, and then you put it exit. Okay, if you put in the enable secret password, okay, it overrides the enable password. If both are configured on the switch, you must enter the enable secret password to enter privilege mode. So here you enter console. Okay, so you want to you get it first. Okay, so you enter console, you have the password which is let me in. You want to enter the privilege mode, you have to enter password which is the new one, it's a secret, and you enter the privilege. So the previous one, the C1 $CO now, the C0 now is already overridden by the enable secret one. Okay, so next, verify the enable secret password is added to the configuration file. So again, you just put in show run. It's a short form for show run config. Okay, you can see that enable secret. Okay, so this one is the secret password. This one is a normal password. This one is a secret password. Okay. Okay, so if you look at, okay, the enable secret password and the shown secret password is different. This is because the password you have written here for this using the secret one is encrypted. Okay, it's an encrypted password. Okay, so just password without the secret. So this one is just a text password, so it's not an encryption here. Okay, so next we go to step 8, which is to encrypt the enable and console password. Okay, so let's put in we put in config p service password encryption. Then we exit, and then we try to look at the show running config again. So you see now your password is also being encrypted. Cisco password. Okay, C1 $CO is going to be encrypted into one thing that you cannot recognize here. So every time you look at it, it will change, okay, according to the encryption provided. Okay, so okay, we finished about the password. So let's go towards how we can configure a MOTD banner. Okay, so let's take a look at the step 1, which is configure message of the day MOTD banner. So let's go back towards the privilege mode. Okay, so in the privilege mode, you can just put in config D, and then you put in banner message of the day. Okay, this is a secure system, authorized access only. Okay, you can put anything that you want here, and then you put in exit. Okay, so what happened next? So let's put in exit here, enter. You will see that this banner will be displayed when the first time you enter the switch. This is a secure system, authorized access only. Okay, so now why should every switch has this MOTD banner? Okay, so every switch should have a banner to warn unauthorized users that access is prohibited. So banner also be used for sending message to network personnel, technicians, such as impeding system shutdowns or who to contact for access something. Okay, so you want to say, like, for example, the system is broken. Okay, please contact this guy, okay, with the phone number in case there are any problem with the switch or any other thing inside the system. Okay, so this is one way why we use the MOTD banner. Okay, so next we configure, let's continue and save the verified configuration files to NVRAM. So we want to make our change for the switch permanent. So let's start again the password, let me in, and then enable. Okay, it's a secret. Okay, here inside. Okay, so now we are going to save the password into permanent configuration. So you just copy running config start up config. Okay, so once you done with this one, destination file name startup config. Okay, So you have to enter something, okay, like for example, let's put in start file. Oh, oh, okay, sorry. So we just copy it, then enter. Okay, means that we want to override something, the file before. Okay, so now we finish for the configuration that we have made. So let's answer the question here. What is the shortest abbreviation version of copy running startup, copy running config, startup config? So what is the abbreviated version of the copy running config, startup config? So you can put in, for example, cop rs. Oh, sorry. So supposedly cop up. Oh, so it's not working as intended. Yeah, let's try avoid that for now. Okay, so you just put in config, running config and startup config. Okay, so now let's look at the show startup config. So what is the running command that you have right now? Okay, your startup config right now have a secret password. Okay, as a password, a secret password. Okay, here. So means that, let's see, what else does it have? Supposedly, yes, you have your MOTD banner also appeared here. Okay, console password also you have. So this one means that you already save what you configured just now into a running configuration. Okay, so next, okay, this task is going to leave it to you guys. Imitate what I did for switch 1 for switch number 2. Okay, so once you finish it, you already should be able to do the basic configuration for security of your switch later on. So that's all for today. Okay, I am Dr. Shafiq, giving you a lecture on data communication networking. So hopefully you will always still study at your home. So stay safe, stay at home, and stay study. So I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to push the like button. Thank you very much for listening.